I see my hope in New Zealand, to our family of man and Palestine, that when you cannot hope, humanity demands for mankind to unite with one voice and globally rebuke any power who seek to destroy the miracle of the promise of hope. As Paul said, and you would have changed your mind. This is not the way to find one's identity again. Stop the war in Palestine. Send them our support, our aid, our voice, our hope. Tātou na tātou, wa alaikum salam.
A lot of people today are going to talk to you about what is happening. But every night you can turn on your TV screen and look at what is happening. The question before us is, what are we going to do about it? Now this is what we have to do. We have to put pressure on the national government. And it will come as no surprise if they don't want to help us to boycott. Because years ago under the apartheid regime, the national government was in power. And the ministers there then said, we cannot boycott South Africa. They are our kith and kin. Well, we have to show them in Aotearoa that the Gazans and the Palestinians have plenty of kith and kin right here. And we will fight. And we will uphold the boycott. And we will continue to put pressure on the government. The political boycott has been already started, led by the great Hugo Chavez. He closed down the Israeli embassy and sent The sporting boycott has also been started elsewhere. We were the second, and when we demonstrated the other day, the news went all over the world, so we can have an impact. But in Turkey, last week, the police escorted an Israeli basketball team off the court because of the huge demonstration. They couldn't play. It's over. Palestine will be free. The next speaker, I would like to introduce, it is my great honor to introduce Khalid Amli. He's the president of the Palestinian Society of New Zealand.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Khalid Amli. I speak today on behalf of the Palestinian Society, New Zealand Palestinians. Firstly, I would like to thank you all on behalf of all the Palestinian people for your solidarity and support. And I would like to ask all of us for a silent prayer for all the men, women and children that have been cowardly murdered in Gaza over the last 2 weeks. I have a message for a few people. Firstly, a message for the New Zealand government. Over the last 2 weeks, I have been speaking to many people whom are New Zealanders, and not a single one of them did not express support and solidarity for the Palestinian people. And not a single one of them who did not condemn the barbaric and murderous attacks on the Palestinian people. So we say to you, to the New Zealand government, especially the Prime Minister, Mary McCallum, you claim that New Zealand is a small and faraway country, therefore its voice and position does not count, is a false and rejected claim by New Zealanders. For the simple fact that New Zealanders have never and will never view their country like that. New Zealanders stand firm for justice and peace and equality for all of the people of the world. And they have placed themselves at the heart of the fight for justice and equality in the world. New Zealanders are already working in Palestine and Africa and South America and Asia and other places in the world, with or without the government's help. New Zealanders have spoken loud and clear for justice for the Palestinian people. And they believe they deserve a better representation of who they are and what they stand for than the one you have given them, all on behalf. And we say to you, until you do so, you will be counted with the hypocrites of this world. Mary McCallum, don't play politics, stand for what your people believe in. And we have a message for the gang that leads the murders and the cowardly attacks and genocide against the Palestinian people, the gang that rules the Zionist state of Israel. There is not a single act that is deemed by the whole of the international community to be a crime against humanity that you have not committed. Driving a population out of their homes and lands is a crime, and you have driven. Eradicating complete towns and villages is a crime, and you have eradicated. Killing civilians and terrorizing a population is a crime, and you have committed. Confiscating land from its rightful owners is a crime, and you have confiscated. Destroying farms, crops, and uprooting trees, destroying businesses and people's livelihoods is a crime, and you have destroyed. Segregating an entire population from each other and from the world is a crime, and you have segregated. Cutting water supplies, food, electricity, and medicine is a crime, and you have cut. Burning schools and universities, mosques and places of worship is a crime, and you have bombed. Paralyzing hospitals and targeting ambulances and medics and humanitarian agencies is a crime which you are guilty of. Using weapons that are banned internationally is a crime, and you have used, and the list goes on and on. And yet, you have managed, with the help of your influence and propaganda machine, to come out every time looking like the victim. Subhanallah. Today we say to you, in front of the whole world, you are the criminals and the aggressors. You are the killers of women and children. You are the liars and the deceivers. And we say to you, the gang of Israel, your lies and deception is exposed, and the blood of the Palestinian women and children bears witness to your crimes, and the entire world bears witness to that. You are the killers and the murderers. You are the perpetrators and destroyers of humanity. Your lies and false claims are no longer believed by the good people of this world. Now everyone knows who you are and what you stand for. Your ideology of racism and hate and military control is exposed, and you have no place amongst the nations of this world. And as history shows us, any and every nation or group that commits such horrific crimes and genocide in defiance of the rest of the world and adopts such racist ideology is destined for destruction. So Israel, just like those who came before you, you will be destroyed. Israel, you are doomed. And Palestine will be once again for its rightful owners, the Palestinian people. And our message for the people of the United States of America. Once upon a time, the world thought that the rise of your nation will bring peace and justice to the world. Look around you. You have filled the world with misery and disasters. And you and your Zionist partners are responsible for most of that. From Central America to South America to Africa, the Middle East and Asia. Yet you claim to be the leader of the free and democratic world. What a hypocrisy that is. America, you are the hypocrites of this world.
Yeah.
America, we say to you, you have been infected with a disease called materialism. And in order for you to sustain life with this disease and this addiction, you have to obey your imperialist and Zionist masters. And they have ordered you to fight unjust wars and spread destruction, poverty and disease around the world, and to commit crimes against humanity. Your masters and their corporations are the only beneficiaries of such disasters. And we say to you, you are doomed too. And the signs to your fall are loud and clear. And we also say to the American people, wake up and try to redeem yourselves. And join the rest of the world and stop supporting the terrorist state of Israel. And join the rest of the true free of this world in bringing justice for the Palestinian people and freedom for all of humanity.